because there's parts of the brain that are similar to the female sex. Have you done any of those research?
Inconclusive, but I do believe that there are inherently like feminine men and inherently masculine women, and they could have biological structural reasons for that. Like I do 100% think that like some men and boys just are very feminine, and I think that feminine men and boys are not women or girls. Like they're just feminine men and boys.
So define femininity, please, and masculinity, because I don't think you understand what that is from.
There's biological femininity, and then there's like more esoteric, I guess, or like archetypal type things. And also there's like, well, yeah, there's social, but there's also like for instance, like I think that girls will tend towards dolls and things like that because they've been evolutionarily designed to be female, and so they're going to tend towards like playing to their biology. Like most women become mothers, and so they more have a tendency to like play with those dolls. And then some people will be like, oh, that's just social, and it's like, well, I think that does come from a biological drive. But yeah, I think that there are biological femininity.
No, then I'm going to ask you a simple question, and I want you to be as honest as possible. What is the difference between a trans woman and a cross-dresser?
Well, I think that most of the men who mimic the female sex are autogynephiles, but I think that the hyper-feminine gay men who want to mimic the female sex do it for a different reason. Like they're not doing it to turn themselves on or anything. So I think that like quote unquote cross-dressers fall in the autogynephile category, whereas what you're saying falls into like more the hyper-feminine gay men who want to mimic the female sex because of their femininity, because of they want the aesthetic, because maybe they're turning themselves into the object of their desire. They could have like incredible internalized homophobia. They might have learned as a young boy that it's unacceptable and shameful and bad to be both feminine and male. And so they might have internalized that as a core belief that they are wrong, their bodies are wrong. The only people who are allowed to be feminine are girls and women. And so I think that causes like some kind of disconnect from their sex and their who they are. And so I do think that exists in the hyper-feminine gay men, but I don't think it exists at all in the straight men who are mimicking our sex, which would be the autogynephiles.
Do you have a bird?
I'm on a treadmill.
Oh, okay.
I'm on a treadmill and it's super squeaky. That's why I'm out of breath and there's loud noise. I'm sorry about that. I just like to debate while I'm on the treadmill.
Hey, get your workout. So, no, you're wrong. So when we're talking about cross-dressers and trans women, the difference is that trans women have the consistency, persistency, and inconsistency on their gender identity, where a cross-dresser does it because, like you said, they're basically an AGP. So that is the differences. When we talk about...
Yeah, I agree. Like, I kind of said the same thing. Like, I think that persistency, consistency probably comes from like a root and core belief that they are wrong for being male and feminine at the same time.
No, because a lot of trans women recognize feminine men, and without feminine men, we wouldn't really know what it is to be feminine. Especially in our culture nowadays. I would say that trans women is rooted more closer to the female because they have closer bondings with the female sex. Therefore,
that's fine. But gay men are kind of like that too, right? Like women.
No, because gay men have the consistency and instances.
They look like Adam Sandler.
Hi, can you not interrupt? We're having actually a good conversation.
I think that like there's a spectrum of femininity too that could occur, right? So I think that like hyper feminine gay men could be like a kind of a spectrum. So maybe if they're not as feminine, maybe they won't, like they'll just be homosexual. They won't feel the need to pretend they're female.
But it's not femininity. So what does it mean to you to be a woman?
It means to be an adult human female. And then
No, that's not what I'm asking. What does it mean to you to be a woman?
Well, I just am a woman because I'm adult, human, and female. I don't
That's
attach
circular.
any.
Describe
Well,
your
no,
woman.
it's not actually circular because there's no word woman in that definition.
You can't just say I'm a woman because I'm a woman. You say that.
No, I said I'm a woman because I'm an adult, human, female.
Okay,
So there's no
but
woman in
what
that.
exactly
There's
makes
no
you
other
a woman?
reason.
Besides being a female, what makes you a woman?
Being adult and human as well as female.
Again, besides being a female, what makes you a woman?
Well, I already said there was two other things in there. There was also being adult because girls are not women, right?
Correct.
And it's being human, like animals are not women. And I'm also female. So I believe that any way that an adult human female is, that's how women are.
So I would argue that there's more meaning to being a woman, than just your reproductive rights. And if that's what you think, then you're just destroying feminism by itself.
Well, like I said, absolutely absolutely any way that adult human females are, that's how women are. I think it's anti-feminist for you to say that women are a certain way, and if you're not like that, then you're not a woman. I think that's way more.
But that's what you're saying.
Sexist. No, I'm not. I'm saying all women are adult human females, and then they can be any way they want. They can be masculine, they can be feminine, they can wear whatever they want, express however they want. Do whatever jobs they want. It doesn't negate their woman identity at all. What you're saying is that no, women are a certain way, and if men are that way too, then they're women.
Wait, was that a concession? I'm sorry. Back up.
It sounded
Back
like
up. Repeat what you said. 20 seconds. Please rewind.
Well,
can we drop Cage? I don't know who this is who keeps interrupting.
In a nutshell, I'm just saying that absolutely any way that adult human females are, that's how women are. You guys believe women are a certain way, and then if women are not like that, they're not women, or if men are like that, they are women. And I think that's extraordinarily sexist.
So what way do you think that we think that women are like?
What did you say?
What way do you think that women are like?
I think that absolutely any way that women are, like as an adult human female, that's what women are like. So if women are masculine, like if a woman is masculine and she wears like masculine clothes and she likes quote unquote masculine jobs or tendencies or whatever, that doesn't negate her womanhood at all. I think that womanhood is so broad. It includes absolutely every single adult human female and however those adult human females are. You guys say that woman is a certain way, right? Like it's femininity.
No. Martha, I need you to pause for a second because I feel like you're forgetting that trans masculine women exist. So
it's really heartbreaking that women do feel that they need to pretend that they're male in order to be how they are. That I think is also sexist, and it's destroying and attacking.
She didn't say that.
Well, he said trans masc, right?
Trans masculine women and trans men are.
Does that if you're trans, would you not be pretending you're male?
Listen. Trans masculine women and trans men are not the same thing.
The difference if you're trans.
Don't crash out, Martha.
Martha, I do need you. 1 second, guys. Martha, if you don't want to use my pronouns, that is totally fine. But maybe just say delirious or e-girl.
Yeah, if you don't use
because I'm giving
pronouns,
you
if you don't use nobody's pronouns, I'm a block. Okay.
Okay.
Now be respectful and let's act like adults and let's be mature.
Well, you're letting someone in and my picture up in the
pronouns respectfully.
You're not being respectful to me. I'll try to be respectful to you.
Thank you.
Use people pronouns respectfully because
Martha.
Really disrespectful.
Okay. We're just gonna skip it.
Martha, unlike you guys, we don't need you. You guys need us to make it all pitiful.
So. No, I mean, I never join your your panels. I just thought I would try.
I'm just saying we don't need you. So.
That's fine.
All right.
If you want to have a conversation with me, I'm happy to.
We can have conversations with each other. That's what we do. Like we're not supposed to have conversation with you GCs.
Did y'all cover the fact of the stuff that she's been spreading out here?
Yeah, I heard about it where she said that she's okay with. I think she said her child being essay. That's
no,
not
I've not said that. No, I've not said that. That was something you guys made up. I did not say that. I can tell you what I did say if you want.
Why? So other
okay,
GCs,
give me those receipts. I'd like to hear.
Are other GCs just lying about this too?
Yeah, because and no one can produce even one receipt.
Why would they do that?
Well, there's just certain people who have it out. That's normal. You guys have it on your side too.
If you want to,
I can definitely tell you what I did say if you want. Like, if you want to talk about this topic, I'm happy to. Or we can keep on the topic we're on, like whichever you want.
If we're gonna talk about that topic, just release the live. Just do that. At this point, I don't really care. Just release the live and make it public. The whole live unedited. If you really don't care, let's be honest. But you do care.
I'm happy to talk about either one, whatever you guys want.
Okay. Just release the live, Martha.
Right, that'll prove everything.
So
release the live. What does that mean?
You can take the live and put it out there for all to hear.
Yep.
I'm not in control of your live. What are you talking about?
I do that.
Your live. Do you have integrity?
Yeah, I do that all the time. Delirious does that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That.
Oh, okay.
All the time.
I honestly don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so are you dishonest or
like, are you wanting me to share the live? Is that what you're asking?
Martha, are you really old or are you just unable to
grasp technology? Yeah, I'm 43. That's pretty old, I guess.
That's not old.
Can you explain how the clipping process of live?
Like, I'm fine with sharing the live if you want me to.
All live.
Okay,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe please get back to Delirious and Martha.
Yeah, sure. Like I say, I'm happy to talk about either subject. We were in the middle of talking about something, but if you want me to clarify what I've said so that you can stop spreading lies, like, I can do that too, either or.
If it's a lie, can you prove that it's a lie?
I'm sorry, Gage.
This is Barbie.
Gage, please let Delirious and Martha finish so that
That's Barbie.
This is Barbie.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Barbie.
I do want everybody to engage. So,
that's Barbie? Okay. Oh, wait, we're mutuals.
I'm sorry about that, Barbie. Yeah. I didn't recognize the voice.
Just really, I'm not trying to disrespect you. I just think that it's crazy to entertain a conversation when a person could say something like that and believe. I don't know. I don't personally believe that.
Okay, do you want me just to clear it up?
You can clear it up by.
Okay, so the conversation was. So
I don't want you to clear it up, Martha.
I agree with you.
I just want you to release. I just want you to release the total live.
Okay, what does that mean, please?
Yeah, no, I'll explain it. If everyone meets for 5 seconds, I can explain it. Literally, you just download the live and then download it into YouTube. That's how you post it. And you just tell everyone it's in YouTube, share the link. If you really don't care about what you said and you don't think you said anything wrong, just release it and everyone can listen to it on their own and make whatever choice they want to make.
So you want me to be streaming it on YouTube right now? That's
no.
Just whenever you get it.
I don't actually know how to do that either.
Martha. So what you do is you go into your live settings, you can download the entire live, and then you can upload it to YouTube.
I can do that after, can't I? Like, you want me to do it like during the live?
You don't have to stream it. You just upload it to YouTube.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that. I also have a YouTube channel called Martha Talks, so I can put it on there.
Listen. You download it, upload it to YouTube, you make it public, and you let people know. You let people know that it's available for all to see.
Right.
Okay, yeah, I can download it after. I have a YouTube channel called Martha Talks. I can put it on there.
No edits.
Okay, perfect.
Good. Now we'll have even more proof. Thank you.
Okay, so what this all was...
Yeah, she's not going to... No, I know she's not going to do it. I know she's not going to do that.
That would show that she's lying.
Do you want me to say it or no? I don't care. Like, honestly, you guys can keep going with the lies if you want. But if you want me to clear it up, I can.
You have a problem with, like, impulse control. Like, when someone's, like, talking, like, before they even finish their sentence, you're, like, already cutting them off.
That's because we're black.
Now,
if you don't want an op, I can drop too. It's up to you.
It's not about being an op. Whether you're an op or not, there are certain social cues that people have, or social, decorum that people still have in place, even on a platform like this, and also just reciprocity. No one's giving you that energy, so it's like a little bit.
If we didn't want you here, if we didn't want you here, I would have been blocked you, babe. But you see, I'm still engaging with you, but
I think I've been pretty good. I've been trying to be respectful and wait my turn and mute when I'm,
And guess what? You know better. Because I wouldn't have an issue with packing you up and sending you to the next line, right? So.
I feel like this is getting really derailed. Do we want to talk about something? Do you want me to clarify, or do we want to just keep, like, I don't know, whinging and bickering?
We can keep whinging. bickering. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll do all
Well,
that.
thanks for the combo. We did get somewhere a
Don't
little
run
bit.
now.
I feel no. I mean, it's just if we're not going to talk about anything, it's
Don't
just going to be
run.
like nitpicky and sort of
Don't
Let me say
run.
this.
bashy. And,
I did want to say this before. I don't know if you're gonna just drop it or something.
She's gonna
But
run.
I think it's like it's wildly disingenuous. Like you guys pretend to be so intentional. Like even earlier you're like, what's the difference between trans masks? You tell me you join as many trans lives as you do, as often as you do, and
why would they
engage
call it
in
trans
verbal
mask?
quote unquote warfare with people, and you don't know what trans mask is by now.
Well, why would they call it trans then? Like,
And my
So
thing is,
also
why you have to
you
keep
are
getting
weaponizing
fooled?
incompetence and acting like you don't know, as a
well,
means to be
I
disrespectful
find that
purposely.
trans mask
Because
isn't used
a
that much.
cisgender woman
Wait
can
a minute.
identify as whatever she wants to, but the idea of a trans mask is such a hard thing to grasp.
Okay, well, why don't you explain it to me?
Wait,
Well, but there's no
Kiosha?
point. You're weaponizing incompetence. You
Yes.
know full well by your
No,
question.
I can tell you what I think it is, and you can tell me if it's
But
right.
the logic that
Kiosha?
you explained to
Kiosha,
me,
Pack is
girl,
trying to come up,
you would
please.
understand that.
Pack is
Oh,
from her. Pack
And
is
this
from
is
her
what
area.
this is
He's
why I
trying
wanted
come
to
up.
bring to the forefront.
how do y'all
I'm sorry.
what you say, Katie?
Oh, this is
Pax
why.
is from.
Huh?
Okay.
Pax is from.
Thanks
Pax
for
is
having
from.
me up, guys. I'm gonna drop
Don't
because we're not
run.
really
Don't run, Martha.
talking about anything though. Like I keep asking, do
Martha,
you want me to
Go
describe
ahead and
trans
run.
mask?
Go ahead
We're
and
Do you
talking
want to
run.
go
about a
back
don't,
to
lot.
no,
Delirious
don't.
Go ahead and run,
tonight?
you
Do you
little
want me to
criminal.
clarify?
Yeah, we're
No,
talking about
don't
a lot.
run.
I just think that you're.
Yeah,
It's just kind of all hostility.
You're a
wait.
Thanks for
disgusting human
having sort of
being. You're
a
a
talk
Wait a
with me
disgusting
and
human
minute.
being.
Everyone, please hold
And
Hostility.
on.
Funny.
Please hold
rotten
on.
hell. You're a
Kiosha.
disgusting human being. Yes.
Kiosha, do you remember? Oh, go
Oh,
ahead.
God damn
Go
it.
ahead, KT. Go ahead.
I'm not going to bother now because you interrupted me when Kiosha was trying to listen. I'm just going to go.
I think it's funny that they're like we're being hostile. No one's like taking
No
a
one's
tone with
being.
her or
One of you
anything.
tranny niggers walks into the bathroom.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
she's like we're being
Yeah. And
hostile.
your
Yeah,
cracker
not to give you
dad just got beat the
microaggression.
shit out of.
Yeah, that was just an excuse to run, and I think that Kiosha,
Right.
do you were you, well, Hardy, were you there when that